All right, it looks like we're ready to begin with our second concert here in our 6th annual Centerville Band Showcase. Welcome everyone, my name is Mr. Barametti. I'm one of the band directors here at Centerville High School, and we are just so thrilled to be able to do this concert tonight. This is technically our 6th time doing this, and that's because we did it for 5 years in a row, and we took a little 2-year hiatus due to some unforeseen circumstances. And so we're back now in a little bit of a modified format. If you're wondering kind of how we ended up doing a concert at the high school in the gym, the reason is because the band showcase started as an idea to really show every band that we have in Centerville City Schools from beginning band in 6th grade all the way up through the high school band program. The way that we used to do this concert was, if you can imagine, we've got the 7th grade band here, we would have all the 6th graders, all of the 8th graders out here on the floor as well, and then our 3 high school concert bands would also be out here on the floor, and each band would play one song, and then we would all play something together at the end. You can imagine the logistics of that and also just the scope and the size of that. And so when we were planning this concert this year, we sat down in January, and we knew we wanted to do something, but at the time, if you remember, January, things were a little bit bleak. And we weren't quite sure how things were going to pan out, especially since we were having a good percentage of the bands still absent due to COVID during the school day. And so we were not sure how we could put that together and make it work, but we came up with this plan of at least having one middle school group and one high school group play together. And the main reason for that is just so that you can see, if you're a middle school student, a 7th grader, or a 7th grade parent, you can have an idea of the progression from middle school up to the high school band program. So we're pretty excited to be able to show you that tonight. This band that's in front of you here, the 7th grade band, had a unique start, as you know. Last year they did not even start band until second semester. Or second quarter is when they started, yeah. So it was a rough start, and part of that was remote, and trying to learn how to play an instrument through a computer screen is never an easy task. But our middle school band directors did an outstanding job just keeping the kids engaged and keeping them interested to the point where they could come back, and they did one concert last year, right? We were able to do one. And we've already had one this year, and so we're just excited to be able to do another concert this year. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce the 7th grade band under the direction of Mrs. Sheila Reynolds.
I'd just like to reiterate what Mr. Barametti was saying. It's amazing. We were talking about it this morning in morning class. The 7th graders played one band arrangement last year, and the rest of the songs were out of their book. So it's amazing to me how much they've learned in just the 3 months that we've had them this year. The middle school bands will be performing a piece written by a female composer. It's Carol Britton Chambers, titled Byzantine Dances or Byzantine Dances. Either way is actually correct. I talked to the social studies teacher about that. This composition is meant to portray a set of Turkish dances which begins in a fast, energetic style of Aroma gypsy dance, introducing our musicians to special techniques such as trills, finger cymbals, and new rhythms. The slower section in the middle of this song is written in the style of a Zybeck dance, which is usually performed by a solo dancer representing courage and heroism. The dancer uses outstretched arms, almost resembling a hawk. We hope you enjoy Byzantine Dances.
Such a great job, right? Especially since the first time that they put that together with all 3 middle schools was last night. They've been rehearsing at their own schools, and that was the first time they put them all together. We're going to introduce them by row, so go ahead and stand up. Back row, give them a round of applause. Awesome job, everybody. Nice work. All right, so the next group that's going to play for you is one of our high school bands. This is the symphonic band, which is the middle band, the intermediate level out of the 3 bands that are here at Centerville High School. Our advanced band is called the Wind Symphony. This is the symphonic band, which consists of a good mix of grade levels. And then our concert band is our entry-level band at the high school, where most of the freshmen come when they get here to CHS. But just by show of hands in this group, raise your hand if you're a senior, 12th grade. Yes, we've got a few of those seniors in here. How about our juniors? Raise your hand, juniors. Good. Sophomores. And our freshmen. We do have some freshmen in this group as well. So kind of a good mix of all different grade levels in this group. And they are under the direction of Mr. Gassaway. I'm going to introduce him and let him talk about the piece that they're going to perform. So please welcome Mr. Gassaway.
All right. So the symphonic band is going to perform a piece entitled Shadow Rituals. I want to set you up a little bit for this piece. Sometimes band music is movie themes, pop themes, marches. Sometimes they're lyrical. Sometimes they're popular music. And sometimes there's something like this. We thought we'd give you guys something a little bit different. This piece has lots of really crazy rhythms, defined by a lot of rhythmic energy, rhythmic vitality. It's chaotic, it's a little bombastic, it sounds a little bit tribal, and it's really driven by a lot of percussion. So this gives our 7th graders a chance, especially the percussionists, to see all the possibilities of some of the instruments and sounds that they can make on their instruments. And for everybody else, there's a lot of unique sounds that come from all the instruments too. So I wanted to set you up for something kind of unique. This is a piece entitled Shadow Rituals.
right, so how's that for unique and different, huh? All right, pretty unique. We're going to finish our concert tonight with one more piece, and it's, I think, the real purpose and the real reason for us to be here, which is to play something together. And so as you can imagine, trying to find a piece of music that works both at the middle school level and at the high school level, we really wanted to find something that everybody could play and that everybody would be successful with. And we kind of went back to an old favorite of ours, which I think is really fitting right now. It's something that I feel like we all kind of need, just a chance to come together and do something that we all have in common. And so we're going to perform America the Beautiful, and I think that this is just a great way to show the power of music, just uniting everyone together and uniting all of us together as Americans. So this is America the Beautiful, performed by all the band students. Gentlemen, how about another round of applause for all of the students down here? Let's have all the band directors come out. All the band directors come to the front. Mr. Gassaway, Mrs. Reynolds, Mr. Wojtek from Tower Heights, Mr. Carpenter from Magzik, is floating around somewhere. Thank you, thank you. There's Mr. Carpenter. Yeah, keep it going for Mr. Carpenter. He's running around. All right, thank you so much.